Hello, today we'll do the poem The Road Not Taken by the American poet Robert Frost. Robert Frost was the poet laureate of America and he was also the Pulitzer Prize winner for poetry and he's written a number of famous poems among which is this one, The Road Not Taken. He's also well known for a few other poems like Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening and Mending Wall. So we'll read this poem, The Road Not Taken, by the poet Robert Frost. The first stanza says, Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. So the poet is traveling on foot and he comes to a yellow wood. Yellow wood means the leaves have turned yellow, it's the autumn season, and as he walks through the wood, uh, he comes across two roads, and these two roads have diverged. That is, they have separated, and he wonders which road to take. Should he take the one on the left or the one on the right? And he would like to explore where each of these roads leads to. He is a traveler and he'd like to see the sights and scenes and meet the people who live along both these roads, each of these roads. But he could not travel both and be one traveler. He could not travel both roads at one time, the one and the same time. So he stood long and he wonders, he looks down as far as he could to where it bent in the undergrowth. So in the distance, the road curves ahead and it bends, and there's undergrowth. There are bushes and there are trees and there are shrubs all along the road. So it bends, it curves far away in the distance. He looks down one road, then in the second stanza he says, then took the other and as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. So he looks down one road and he takes the other. Each road he thinks is just as promising, but this one, the one he took, had better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. That means that the grass had not been worn down by the feet of many travelers. It was a road less traveled, and the grass had not been worn off by the feet of many travelers along this road. And as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. But he notices that each road had been worn, had as many travelers as the other. Each road had as many travelers as the other road. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no steps had trodden back. So both roads that morning lay and each claimed an equal right to his attention, but on both roads no leaves had been turned upside down by the treading or the walking of a traveler. So no one had passed that way recently. Oh, I kept the first for another day. So he travels down one road and thinks that he'll come back to this road and see where it leads sometime in the future. So he keeps the first for another day, yet knowing how leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. So, in his mind, he has a misgiving that, if he takes one road, that road will lead to another road, that road will lead to a third, and so on. His destination will be different. So he doubts if he should ever come back to that, uh, to the point in the woods where the roads diverged. So he takes one road, and in the last stanza, he says, I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So the poet ends with the final stanza in which he says that in the distant future, when he is old and grey, he will be telling this story of how he came across these two roads in the wood, and it will be a really long time before he narrates the story. Perhaps it will be to his grandchildren or great grandchildren, somewhere ages and ages from that moment. And what he's going to tell them is that two roads diverged in a wood, and he took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So the destination he reaches along the second road is different from the destination that he would have reached if he had taken the first road. So what it means is that in life there are many opportunities, and when we're young, we'd like to explore the opportunities that life offers us. So we choose one path, but maybe it is not conducive to our inclinations. Maybe we don't have any interest in it, in such a field, and so we'll take another path. We'll study another subject, which maybe not so many people have studied, and in which there are fewer practitioners of that subject. So we'd like to be one thing, but life's circumstances make us become something else. And so there is a sense of regret that we could not have been what we wish to be, but and taking the road less traveled has made all the difference in life. So this is the poem The Road Not Taken by the American poet Robert Frost. Thank you.